Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your April 2025 Tarot forecast. Reminder, this is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There will be an extended only at Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But let's see what the overall energy is here for you, Capricorn. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our Ascendant Master Spirit. What do my Capricorns need to know for the month of April? Here we go. Capricorn, we have 41. You can do hard things. It is not as impossible as it may feel. Well, 41 breaks down in numerology to a 5. And fives are all about some kind of conflict that needs to change. It means it's a transition. It's change, change, change. But change can be hard, and Spirit's reminding you it is not as impossible as you may feel. So I do feel like there is a change in weather and change environments. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the Six of Swords energy here with the ship that is sailing through the waters, and it could be rough waters, but you can't see it, can you? It's hard when you're in the clouds. And there's something here about being in the clouds. And I see a little bit of a dragonflies here. So this has to do with ascension. It has to do with growth. You are in the midst of a big change. Let's see who you are, though, for the month of April using the Cozy Witch Tarot. And if you like any of these decks, Capricorn, just go in the description box after this. And they're all listed there. Every single one of them that I use. All right. Who is Capricorn for the month of April? Justice. Libra energy. You may have Libra in your chart. It says, stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. I feel like research is needed. Being authentic. Now, the hard work is in communication as well. This is somebody here who's putting in a lot of work and efforts. And so whatever you're evaluating or whatever is being evaluated by, you or by another, and sometimes justice is a third party, and a third party doesn't necessarily mean another person. Could be, it could be anything. It could be, a lawyer, it could be legalities, it could be a judge, but this is going, okay, well, let me plead my case. And so who you are right now is you're pleading your case and you're being very authentic. And this is somebody here who is not just asking for justice, but understands the law of polarity, that there needs to be an equal give and take when it comes to the adverse. Interesting. Let's see what your challenge is. When I say the law of polarity, it's having its opposite. Sometimes when we have the law of consequences is when we do certain things within our life. We have to understand there's a repercussion. And there's something here where you just have to just state the truth. And gosh, they're showing me a few good men. You can't handle the truth. And you're like, well, I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to state my truth anyway. And I'm going to plead this case, even if it's to the universe. Interesting. Let's see what your challenge is for the month. No reversals. Yeah. When it comes to individuals, this is some of you, this has to do with divorce, separation. It could be with an argument that comes place here, not in just a lover's quarrel, but it could be business related, could be friendship related, but there's an argument here. And there's someone here who it's becoming, aggressive. And I feel like it's more you in the end here. Could be dealing with a Gemini, but I feel like it's more your end and here of feeling threatened. And finger pointing is not always the best thing to do, but it's like, listen to me. And I feel like you're saying, listen to me. but there's something that needs to go higher up. This could be to a manager. This could be to law. This could be to God. But something here is watching you from above the clouds while you are in the clouds. Make sense? All right. Let's see what is ahead here for Capricorn. Reversals are now up. Reversals I read differently because I don't typically read reversals in tarot because I see both sides. This is for my guidance to see where you are on the journey if there's old things coming up for you, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean that it's the adverse meaning, because I'll read it regardless, even if it's upright. Here we go. Judgment. Jeez Louise. Decision time. Decision time. Decision time. This does not serve you anymore, and you know it. This is an ending. And you are doing something that you just want fairness. You are asking for fairness. This is something long-term, Capricorn. Do death do us part. And there's something here where you're shedding an old skin. Some of you an old relationship. Some an old version of you where maybe you were an individual. I mean, put it this way too. It doesn't have to be leaving a relationship entirely. It could be leaving the old version of you who never stuck up for yourself. Doesn't necessarily mean always an ending. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. Look at all of the water and it caving in. A lot of balancing this month here for you, realignment and going different directions, but trying to handle it all. And you are handling it like a champ, but it's not easy. It's going to be an abrasive month here because you are outside of your comfort zone. You are trying to make light of something and you are in an expansive mode here, going through a portal. It's like you're being abducted here. And it's like, well, I know that I'm seeing different things. And what you're seeing here is, look at this, the clouds. Do you see this? The clouds. You're getting above it. You're trying to get above it. But in order to get above it, you got to go through the emotions. And that's what this is. It's all the emotions. So I feel a deep amount of emotions coming up for this Capricorn this month of not just, the saying, and I don't really typically like the saying of, I'm going to be the bigger person. It's not about being the bigger person. It's standing up for your rights. It's what's true to you and what's ethical to your belief system. So this is a change. This is an immense amount of change, and it's going to take work because there's going to be areas where you're going to be pulled back into drama or to situations that want more proof. And some of this proof has to do, or have you really changed? Have you changed your mind? Have you changed your thought belief? Are you going to cave? You might have an individual here who's persistently tapping on Capricorn, hoping that you will back down. And this is different. This Capricorn isn't backing down. They're processing. They're processing a loss. This is an opportunity that you are choosing not to go in the direction of. And you realize this. And this is something here where it's like, it just doesn't serve me anymore. This area of, this doesn't always have to be about money, but, the Pentacles is about abundance. Abundance comes in many different forms, but it's about your well-being, your health, the things that are actually materialistically there within your life. And I feel like you are dropping an unhealthy part of you that doesn't fit you anymore. The shell doesn't fit you anymore. I just feel so heavy. But there is a loss here because once you feel so light, you're going to feel exposed. Got it. Thank you. You know what it feels like? It feels like the star energy. The star comes right after Tarot, the tower in Tarot. and is a card of faith and hope. But, they just went through the ringer. They went through the ringer. And once they splat to the ground, fall out of that tower, then we get the star, this beautiful, vulnerable, naked woman who's looking up at the sky, and one knee is knelt. And I'm talking about the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but one knee is knelt onto the earth, and one is knelt into the emotions. You are trying to balance this. You sure are. You are pulling back from a connection or relationship that doesn't serve you anymore. No. And by pulling back, it also means that not you're running over something. It's trying to take control. Chariot energy about a big move. You are taking your power back. You are taking your power back. You are standing up for your rights, and you will show up in ways that is right for you, not necessarily because of another individual or situation. Now, some of you showing up to court, or showing up to a manager, or showing up for you. You're willing to put the work in. You are. Oh my gosh. It's a very deep reading for Capricorn this month. Leo energy now. The strength, the endurance. I love that it goes from the Chariot to this because they're in order. This is going to take a great amount of strength to keep on moving in your beliefs. And I really believe that's going to be the title of this. But we're going to pull one more row over at Harmonia Friends Club to see the direction of where this is going, including your numbers for the month, and then 2 bonus readings, which is going to be for Capricorn singles and Capricorns dealing with a specific person when it comes to love. If that interests you, would love to see you at Harmonia Friends Club. Make sure you look in the description box. Don't forget, it's not just this reading. It's an entire vault. That membership area has been open and about for like 2 years. So there's lots of content in there. So if that interests you, go check it out. But if not, this is where we part ways. You guys take care and stay in your truth.